Hola, bienvenidos a Online Spanish con Catherine. Here we are continuing Lección 7, Buenos días, España. This is part 2 of Lección 7 from the Jolly Roncals for Key Stage 2. So children aged 7 or 8 plus, no prior learning required. So part 2 of Buenos días, España. So to warm up, we're going to recap our song from last week and our actions for asking each other how we're feeling. Buenos días, ¿qué tal? ¿Qué tal? So let's go quickly recap our actions. Good morning. Buenos días. And do our little question marks. ¿Qué tal? ¿Qué tal? How are you? How are you? Are you good? Or aren't you good? ¿Estás bien o no lo estás? Buenos días. ¿Qué tal? ¿Qué tal? I'm good. Thank you. Estoy bien. Gracias. And on the second repeat, we say, today I'm not very good. Hoy no estoy bien. So join in and do your actions to the rap. Vamos.
Buenos días, ¿qué tal? ¿Qué tal? ¿Estás bien o no lo estás? Buenos días, ¿qué tal? ¿Qué tal? Estoy bien, gracias. Buenos días, ¿qué tal? ¿Qué tal? ¿Estás bien o no lo estás? Buenos días, ¿qué tal? ¿Qué tal? Hoy no estoy bien. Buenos días, ¿qué tal? ¿Qué tal? ¿Estás bien o no lo estás? Buenos días, ¿qué tal? ¿Qué tal? Estoy bien, gracias. Buenos días, ¿qué tal? ¿Qué tal? ¿Estás bien o no lo estás? Buenos días, ¿qué tal? ¿Qué tal? Hoy no estoy bien.
Y ahora pasamos la pregunta. So, maybe you've got someone you can play with at home for this. If not, answer me. I'm going to say, instead of ¿qué tal?, which remember is one of our friendly ways of saying, how's it going? How are you? I'm going to use ¿cómo estás? How are you? Literally translated. So I say ¿cómo estás? You can answer me estoy bien or no estoy bien. Are you ready? ¿Cómo estás? Excelente. Ahora tú. Right now you ask me ¿cómo estás? Ready? I'm listening. Estoy bien. Gracias. So in today's lesson, we're going to recap our song for I Don't Understand, Repeat Please, because it covers some questions, the answers to which we're going to be kind of using in an activity today about a witch's cat. And then we're going to move on towards the end of the lesson and look at this beautiful city of Valencia. So here we go with the song, I Don't Understand, Repeat Please.
¿Cómo te llamas?
No entiendo. Repite, por favor.
¿Dónde vives? No entiendo. Repite, por favor. ¿Cuántos años tienes?
No entiendo. Repite, por favor.
¿Qué es? No entiendo. Repite, por favor.
So again, we're going to play Pass the Question, Pasamos la Pregunta. Maybe you've got someone to play with at home. If not, you can play with me right now. So we've got here on screen 3 questions and 3 answers, the ones that are going to be useful for us in a minute, because we're going to be looking at, in a minute with our Witch's Songcat, how to say he is called, as well as I'm called. We're also going to be looking at how to say he lives in. as well as I live in. We're also, instead of going, how many years do we have? Because in Spanish, to express our age, we use the verb to have. ¿Cuántos años tienes? How many years do you have? And we reply, tengo, put the number in, años, I have so many years. But in our song in a minute, we're going to be talking about the number of brothers and the number of sisters the cat has. So it's the same sentence structure, but instead of years, we're talking about brothers and sisters. We're also going to be using that phrase, I don't understand, no entiendo, repite por favor, in this game. So how it works, I'll ask you a question from the three on screen in the yellow writing. You use the purple text to answer me. However, if I change the question, I need you to say you don't understand, repeat please. And it's only after I repeat the question that you can answer it. So we'll do a few rounds with me and you answering me now at home. And then if there's someone at home you can play with, you might like to pause the video on this screen and have a little go at this at home. All right, vámonos. ¿Cómo te llamas? Very good. Listen if it's the same question. ¿Cómo te llamas? That's right, you can answer me the same answer. ¿Dónde vives? I changed the question. That's right, so you say, no entiendo, repite, por favor. Very good. ¿Dónde vives? That's right, now you can answer. ¿Dónde vives? Very good. ¿Cuántos años tienes? That's right, I've changed the question. So you say, no entiendo, repite por favor. ¿Cuántos años tienes? That's right, now you can answer. So pause it now if you've got someone to play the game with at home. If not, well done for answering. If you want to have another go, rewind and we'll do it again. Now that you've looked at those questions, some of those are going to come up because this song is called El Gato de la Bruja, the witch's cat. And in the song it says, he's the witch's cat, he is called. So just there we've used, I am called, me llamo. So here we're going to see how we adapt that to the third person when talking about someone else, whether that's an animal or another person. We're also going to say where he lives. We're going to say about his brothers and what they're like. We're going to say about his sisters and what they like to do. We're also going to say about what he likes to eat. So are you ready to hear the song about the witch's cat? I'm going to take myself away. Muy bien.
Es el gato de la bruja, se llama León Granuja, vive en un cubo de la basura, en la calle de la amargura. Es el gato de la bruja, se llama León Granuja, tiene 3 hermanos, que son los 3 muy malos. Es el gato de la bruja, se llama León Granuja, tiene 2 hermanas que saltan como 2 ranas. Es el gato de la bruja, se llama León Granuja, le gusta el pescado, crudo y también asado.
So here we've got León Granuja, el gato de la bruja. So he is the witch's cat. There he is. And he is called León Granuja. He lives in a bin. Vive. He lives en un cubo de la basura. En la calle de la amargura, on Bitterness Street. He has 3 brothers. Tiene 3 hermanos, and they are the baddest. Que son los 3 muy malos, the very worst. He also has 2 sisters. Tiene 2 hermanas que saltan como 2 ranas, that jump like 2 frogs. Le gusta el pescado. He likes fish, raw and also roasted. Now, if you've got the Buenos Dias, España book, we're going to look at how to complete the activity on page 19. Soy yo. It's me. So the first part, number 1, you complete yourself. Me llamo. You write your name. Tengo años. I have how many years? So how old you are. Vivo en. Remember from our questions in the song, I live in. And now about your brothers and sisters. So hermanas ends with an A, feminine, that's sisters. Hermanos, brothers. But if you're an only child, you have to choose from the options below. Soy hijo único, I'm an only son. Soy hija única, I'm an only daughter. So in Spanish, we've got 2 versions for only child as well, the boy version and the girl version. So maybe have a go at filling that in a minute. And of course, in the box, who do you think you're drawing there? That's right, tú, you. Número 2. That's León, isn't it? Granuja, the gato de la bruja. So in here, you can fill in the details for León Granuja. León Granuja. Do you remember where he lived? Donde vive León Granuja? That's right, he lives in the bin, doesn't he? So let's type that in. Cubo de la basura. Now, if you've got the book at home, you can find the words to the song in the back of your book and copy this in yourself. Cubo de la basura. Brilliant. Now, do you remember how many hermanos? Now, they were the worst. They were the muy malos. That's right, the bad ones, malos. That's adjective in the masculine. So that's the brothers, malos, hermanos. Claro, 1, 2, 3. He tiene 3 hermanos. T, R, E, S, hermanos. And do you remember how many hermanas? They like to jump like little frogs. That's right. Tiene dos hermanas. Fantástico. Muy bien. And number 3 below, if you're working in the book right now, that is you're meant to ask a classmate. So maybe ask someone in your house what their name is. ¿Cómo te llamas? ¿Cuántos años tienen? How old are they? ¿Dónde viven? And if they have any brothers and sisters. Excelente. Well done. Now it's time for our final slide to look at the beautiful city of Valencia. Valencia is a very big city. It's the 3rd largest city in Spain after Madrid and Valencia and Barcelona. It's also Spain's 3rd largest metropolitan area. And this city has global city status. And the port, because Valencia, as you can see from the map, is on the sea. It's on the Mediterranean Sea. And it's the 5th busiest container port in Europe and the largest on the Mediterranean Sea. Las Falles is a traditional celebration held in commemoration of Saint Joseph in Valencia. These days, the niños, which are these huge paper mache sculptures, they're made very large and elaborate. And during the week leading up to March 19th, each group that's made one takes its niño out for a grand parade and then mounts it, each on its own elaborate firecracker-filled cardboard and paper mache monument. It's mounted in the street of its neighborhood and submitted into a competition. And actually, it's only the winner of that competition that is then kept. The rest are burnt. That's right, all that work for them to just burn it at the end. Now, Valencia is famous for paella. It's a rice dish. If you know it, it's a rice dish with chicken and often with seafood. So, if you've got your book, you'll see at the bottom of the page, there's a place to answer what Valencia is famous for. What is its plato típico, its typical dish? And there's a list of options and you circle the correct answer. And we've just seen a beautiful picture of yum, 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 deliciosa paella on the last slide. So I hope this has been helpful for you to catch up if you missed class. And I look forward to seeing you la semana que viene, next week. Adios.